Right, happy Thursday, everyone. So, yeah, obviously Easter weekend. I'm on the road traveling, just seeing family. But I hope that you guys all having a great week so far. It's been pretty good. My side, I showed you that trade that I actually on edgeful TV that I had pre-market yesterday. Might have got called a lucky quarter, whatever it was. And I'm trading in the direction of trend, and I caught that spark on that news on the Nasdaq. So, put me up $1,600 on the day. The markets are falling off overnight here. Trump spoke late yesterday, and Nasdaq back down off those highs from the Asia session, back down 500 points. So we're not looking too great over here as we speak at the minute. But let me just go like this. Let's have a look at this hourly time frame. So what I do like about it, what's up, Danny? Danny, I love that. Can't believe people go watch Patrick Whelan over this. That's a funny comment. I actually, it sounds funny to say, but I actually don't hate the level that we are coming off of for the longs. Obviously, we'll see what happens into the open. But we've now taken out that 5-day SMA, okay? And we are sitting right at the weekly VWAP and that 5-day SMA. And I did say to you guys that this week I want to be looking to buy dips, at least yesterday, which is what I did, and then into today as well. I don't hate the longs. I'm not going to just randomly come in and start buying, but I don't hate the level that we're coming off of. What's up, Steve? Good day. Yes, sir. So I'm on the road traveling. As you can see at the minute, not off my current setup, but it's always good to be on with you guys. And yeah, I'm looking forward to a good trading day. Let's go over some edgeful stats, and then yeah, any questions in the chat, make sure to let me know. I did post yesterday some of my results on my live account. So I've taken out 30K and 38K pallets this year to date. So far, I've got another one coming today that makes up the part of the 38. So let me just get that up. As you can see over here, I did tweet it yesterday. Let's go like this. Let's get that up on stream. So you can see these are my stats year to date on my FTMO Live Fund accounts only. So this is only on my FTMO Live Fund accounts. And that's the problem I've been focusing on personally my side. But I've had a 32-day green streak. I've had one losing day, and 32 days after that, 32 days in a row. My RR sitting at 0.36. Many would think this is bad, but I don't care. I'm just getting green and locking myself out. But yeah, one good day at a time. And I think it's been a good run for me so far. You guys have seen me take, I would say, most of the trades, at least over 80% of the trades live on the ASVEC, on the edgeful and ASVEC streams. But yeah, it's been really, really solid and just stacking the wins up. So as I said, from an hourly perspective, I don't hate where we are sitting. Let's have a look at ES. ES also sitting at that weekly VWAP and that 5-day SMA YM as well. So, you know, I don't hate it, as I said, but let's see what happens into the open. What I can see as well is what will give me a big telltale sign is that opening candle continuation. If we have a look at NQ in the last, let's have a look in the last, 3 months. If that first hour has been bullish on NQ, 75% of the time we will close as a bullish closing day, and vice versa for the shorts, 89% of the time. That's pretty high. But something that interests me this week or today, heading into, I'm probably not going to be trading tomorrow because of the Easter Friday, but the opening week range report. So let's have a look at that opening week range, and let's get that up on the edgeful indicators. You can get these indicators on the edgeful website, bottom left hand side of the trading view indicator access, right? But let's have a look at this opening week range, and what this basically tells us. If we take out one side, very rarely are we going to come back down and take the opposite side. And this is, again, you wouldn't know this unless you have the edgeful data in your tool belt. So we've already taken out the highs. You can see Monday and Tuesday. So what this does is Monday and Tuesday sets a high and low. Okay. And then if we take out one side, we ideally would like to be trading in the continuation of that breakout because we don't double break it too often. So we've taken out the highs. You can see Monday's and Tuesday's high. Here's the high over here and the low is down there. And what we can see with this, let's go to NQ on it. Yep, you can see over here in the last 3 months. Let's go to the daily time frame. On daily, you don't want only the New York session, you want the daily. We can see that we broke both opening week high and low only 23% of the time. Okay, so 77% of the time, we will only have a breaking of that range to one side. And we've already taken out the highs. So that tells me that we're very rarely going to come back down and break those lows down at the bottom. So I want to be potentially, as I said, we had a good level for longs, looking for longs in continuation. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what we do get and take it one good trade at a time. At the moment, obviously, momentum and trend for the current trading day is currently trading lower. We'll have to see stocks, Nvidia and Tesla, start to turn and see what we do get. But that is what I am watching at the minute. How's everyone's week been so far? I hope that you guys are having a good one, just taking it easy and stacking some green winning trades together. Interestingly enough, we are back at that level that we broke out of on Tuesday. So that's definitely a level that I'm going to be watching as an area of support. Okay. And then obviously back at these highs over here, I would like to see what we do get in terms of that. But again, I'm just going to wait until the open. I've got a clear process each and every single day. I set my levels, and then from there, look and see what the open happens with VWAP and the edge, VWAP and the opening range, and then look at the edge for data and what stocks are doing. So that's my clear-cut process each and every single day that I do come to the desk. And the reason I keep it as simple as that is because it's repeatable. Yeah, what's up, NYC? Good to have you guys on. Any comments or thoughts in the chat? Steve, how's your week been? Danny, how's your week been? I hope that you guys are doing all good. Your guys' side. So that's very, very important stat that, as I said, that I'm going to be looking at heading into today. Let's go like this. Cool. Pretty decent. Got me out of drawdown. Good. Nice and green. There we go. We love to see that. Good stuff. Good stuff, Steve. We like to see that. Danny, pretty decent. Got me out of drawdown. Well, that's always good. What reports have you guys been using personally, your guys' side, that's been helping you? I think, again, like my same step process. Look at levels, wait for the open and opening range and the VWAPs, and then I look at what edgeful data and what stocks are doing intraday, and I make decisions based off that. I have that same process each and every single day because I try and keep it as simple as possible. Now, I am going to be live with Zinc and the guys at the open. No stream on Friday, though. But yeah, that I am very, very interested to see what we do get. I think, personally, if we hold here, okay, and we do something like this where we get above the highs and above the daily VWAP, I think we could make a move back up into those highs. What is the most important edgeful report that you look at each and every single day? It's a good question. The one that I look at each and every single day is that opening candle continuation, because it is so powerful and it's got such a high probability. I don't really want to be fading momentum. I don't see myself as really a counter trend trader. I'm scalping in and out with momentum. So if that first hour is bullish, I would ideally like to be looking for longs the rest of the day, and vice versa for the shorts. So that opening candle continuation report is really, really powerful for me. I think it sets the tone for the rest of the trading day. And you can have a look at it from a 30-minute perspective. Let's go like that. Opening candle continuation. Okay. So you can go like this. And then let's go to, last, we'll obviously have to make sure the New York session is selected. But I mean, look at that. Even if you look at like stocks like Nvidia, right? In the last 3 months, if the first hour is bullish, 78% of the time you close as a bullish closing day, so above that open price, and vice versa for the short, 79% of the time. So I don't really like to be fading that type of momentum personally. What is the opening candle? No, so basically what the opening candle is you get the open price, and if that first hour closes above it, you want to be looking for longs. If you get the opening price and the first hour closes below it, you want to be looking for shorts. So it measures the direction of the first hour. You can obviously customize it and have it measure the first 45 minutes, the first 15 minutes. Obviously, first 15 minutes might be a little bit less of a probability. Not actually bad at all. So even that first 15 minutes, but that's what that measures. And you can customize that too. I preferably like using the first hour. Opening candle works well with the RB. Yep, so it works well with the RB. Also, it works well with the opening range. right? So like if we have the first hour bullish and we are above that opening range in VWAP, that's a great, confluence for longs. Same as the shorts. If that first hour opens bearish and we are below VWAPs, great confluence for shorts. So that's what I like to mix in together with my trading. It's what I look at every single day is that first hour. But obviously, I did say that I like the level that we're coming off of for longs over here. However, we do need to be careful of not getting steamrolled and trying to get front run longs when momentum is currently down. I also like the outside days and previous days range report would be the second report that I look at. 100%, Steve. And Steve, it's good to have the same guys that are on here every single week that are using edgeful. It's no surprise that you're green because you're putting in the work. You got to put in the work in this. There's no substitute for hard work. I think trading is the best career in the world. You can, there's no other career where you can sit down and make, $2,000 in the space of a 10-minute trade. And, not that I know of, unless you're maybe a professional athlete, so. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Where you trading from, Steve? Where you tuning in from? So I'll be in the States next year in May. I actually met an American now when I was traveling on the flight. He's from Portland, Oregon. Called it Narc City. But I'm looking forward to my American trip. It's going to be really, really cool. I'm going to get to see Andre in person and a bunch of the guys that I work with. So, yeah, I hope that you guys are having a good week so far. I'll be live with Zinc at the Open today. Again, I just think that what we should do is just be careful of potential lower volume because it is obviously Easter Sunday tomorrow. USA, outside Boston, Massachusetts. There you go. So you're a big Tom Brady fan and the New England Patriots. Sorry, again, where are you live at the Open? So I'll be live on my YouTube channel as well as edgeful's YouTube channel with Mr. Zinc. Yes, sir. edgeful as well as my YouTube channel. Can watch it anywhere, or the X channel, whatever. What's up, John? Good to have you on. Yeah, so as I said, just to recap from today's pre-market stream, and it might sound funny that I do like the longs, but using that opening week range report, it's not off the cards. But again, as I said, we're sitting at a nice level. This is ES, so we're sitting at a very, very nice level. We're sitting at that weekly VWAP. We're sitting at that 5-day SMA. And that opening week range, we've taken the high side of it. And what that opening week range tells us, okay, is on, let's go to ES, like that. Let's go to daily. When we take one side, only 23% of the time do we double break. So we've taken the highs. You want to be buying pullbacks. And I think this is actually a great pullback. On ES, off those weekly lows where we closed off on Friday and opened Monday, we are still trading higher by 163 points. So even though we are flashing lower this morning, we still are trading up from those weekly lows and where we closed on Friday. So I hope that you guys have a good trading session. As I said, I'll be live on with Mr. Zinc on edgeful TV. And let's have a good trading day. And then we can wrap it up and have a good Easter weekend. I'm not going to be trading tomorrow. And I don't think you should either. Because again, this game is about playing when we have the most probabilities. When it's a lower volume day and markets will close at like 10:30 Eastern time tomorrow, you don't want to be putting your cash on risk then. There's going to be a lot of bank holidays. Europe has a bank holiday. I know there is NFP tomorrow too. So you don't really want to be dealing with, not ideal market conditions in that way. So I'll see you guys on for the open in a bit. I hope that you guys have a good trading day, manage risk, and just take it one good trading day at a time. Don't need to push unnecessarily. Cheers, guys. We'll see you on in a bit.